Hello people, welcome back to the channel CrustG-G, where today we're going to be adding more to the TV and movie mass multiverse charts. I saved this one for one episode, but it's definitely not going to be only one episode. This is where I'm starting. I am going to be continuing on in the animation universes, yeah. Starting off with, where am I? Where is it? There it is. The new Scooby-Doo movies. Right here. So I think I've gotten all the ones that connect here, like logically, that they make sense, connecting to the individual shows. There were quite a few that I didn't know how to add on here. Like there's one with the Three Stooges, but I think that was a comedy group as well, so it wasn't necessarily a specific show. I don't know for sure, but I did what I could. If there's anything you think I should add, let me know. But for now, we're starting with the connection of the new Scooby-Doo movies to Josie and the Pussycats from 1970. So let's get over here. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Don't do that. Why? Nope. Higher. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna move this down here because it needs a bit more room. Okay. Maybe move it closer this way, but still lower. That could give it a bit more room. Alright. Here. This one over here. From that's 1970. There's another crossover quote-unquote movie, which is really just an extended Scooby-Doo episode. Whatever. Which goes to this. And just because I think this is the only other thing that it connects to, the show pretty much rebranded itself as Josie and the Pussycats in Outer Space. So I'm going to connect that here and be done with this part over here. I will be double checking later on, so don't quote me on this. This stuff was quite a bit before my time. 1972. That is a mouthful. I mean, even the original name was pretty long. Alright, now after that, it's back to the new Scooby-Doo movies, And this one I got pretty excited for, because in the last episode, well, in the last video, Genie, which is basically its own thing, their own take on I Dream of Genie. It has very little to no connection to I Dream of Genie, so yeah, that doesn't make a connection to it like I had wanted. So yeah, I Dream of Genie is still just a dream for the time being. Yeah. 1973. Just a little bit. That should be good. Wait, why is that not correct? Yeah, this one. Just zoom in some more. There. Zooming back out. Too far. Alright, another connection to the new Scooby-Doo movies. There it goes. Is the show Speed Buggy, which I don't think ran for that long. I could definitely be wrong, but this was a show with a pretty short lifespan, and pretty much only that his arm is just floating there. And where is that hand from? Whatever. But it does help in fleshing out even more. Oh, I have everything going to the show. I think I am going to need one that actually goes out. Yeah. Buggy from 1973. There we go. And this here. And from this one, again, I think this is the only other connection to Speed Buggy, is Johnny Bravo. Now, this one is a bit weird, because it was definitely a crossover between Johnny Bravo and Scooby-Doo, but it happened long after the new Scooby-Doo movies, and it was clearly based off of the original show that they crossed over with. And Speed Buggy showed up in that crossover episode. So I'm making the connection from Johnny Bravo to Speed Buggy so I don't have to figure out which version of Scooby-Doo it went with, that it crossed over with. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. The 97. I just saw the 7 and I assumed 1970s. Speed Buggy showed up on this show after Mystery Inc. I don't know if that's what they were going by yet or whatever. They kicked him to the side of the road after he was being annoying Johnny Bravo. And Speed Buggy showed up to give him a ride or something like that. After that, I wanted to mention this show, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. I'm not connecting it because it doesn't really make sense with the canonicity of all the other shows, even though the shows don't really follow their own canon, whatever. But it has him taking clients from the Stone Ages, like the Flintstones, like the 60s, you know, Scooby-Doo, and then the Jetsons from the future, which those two have crossed over at one point, so it's not implausible, but it doesn't give an explanation for all the other, I think Hanna-Barbera specifically, those shows that come onto this one. And it's clearly a parody of themselves using the actual characters. So I'm not going to include it. So yeah, that's my explanation for that. Moving on. The new Scooby-Doo movies to the Scooby-Doo show. As I understand it, this was a blanket title of a few different things, which included the Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics, which I am not including because it's basically the same reasoning as the Harvey Birdman stuff. But it is around the same time period, and it looks close enough to the new Scooby-Doo movies style and Scooby-Doo Where Are You style that I feel comfortable enough putting it as an actual connection rather than not including it. There you go. You know, I did consider... Hold on. What? Scooby-Doo. Show 76. This to this. And the reason I added this is because I also wanted to add this one other thing. Connecting what makes more sense to connect to the Scooby-Doo show, and that is Dynamite Dog Wonder. They showed up. I think there was a special like the Scooby-Doo and Dynamite hour something, but they definitely interacted at some point. And I'm not just talking about the new movie Scoob, because again, everything is messed up with the Scooby-Doo timeline, and until they give any sort of confirmation that they're in the same world, or, you know, it would be great if they had different Scooby-Doos meeting up from different worlds. Then I would consider just putting it all under a Scooby-Doo umbrella or something. I don't know. But without the confirmation that there's Scooby-Doo Multiverse, I can't just keep adding all of Scooby-Doo here. I fell into that trap the last time I tried making this kind of chart. Dynamite. Dog Wonder. Where am I? Oh, I keep losing my place in my notes. 1976. But they did show up on the Scooby-Doo show. Wait a second. Oh, actually, no, it was the other way around. I think Scooby-Doo showed up on Dynamite. But anyways, after that, and this one I remember seeing pictures of, and I believe I did watch the episode, Dynamite crossing over onto Dexter's lab. And this will definitely get bigger later on, which is really why I wanted to include the Scooby-Doo show, just to be safe, about the connection to Dynamite. Yeah, I think the premise of that episode was that Blue Falcon brought Dynamite to Dexter because Dynamite was just broken. And Dexter's a genius, so we wanted him to fix his dog. But now, we are moving on from the Scooby-Doo connected universe, semi-connected universe, over to The Simpsons. There are a lot more connections than I was thinking, because, well, I'll explain as we go. First of all, The Simpsons, and obviously, The Simpsons movie. No reason that shouldn't be there. It's literally just the show in movie form. So, and there's no more connections that's going to come from the Simpsons movie, so I'm just going to put it inside of a corner here. Simpson movie. And in my notes I just put obviously next to this connection being made. There we go. Moving on. After that, okay, so a lot of the places that I got my information stated that there were these official appearances, like it's an official crossover of the two shows. But there is a bit of a problem with that later on that I'll get to. The Simpsons crossing over with the Critic. This character, Jay Sherman, makes an official appearance on The Simpsons. Not the movie, this one. So, Critic, 1994. Glad to be back in the 90s. I don't know how many more would be connected to the Critic. Maybe I should have looked at that, but whatever. After that, there's another connection to The Simpsons. The rest of these are Simpsons connections, aside from the last two. So, I do remember seeing this episode, and I guess at the time I didn't know what the show was, so I didn't make the connection. The Simpsons had the guest stars from the show X-Files, which again, it says it's an official crossover with Homer. So, not really reluctantly, because I like the fact that more stuff is being put on here. I heard good things about the show X-Files. From 1993. Don't know how many crossovers there are with X-Files. I'll fix it up. I can fix it up later on if I need to. Shoot. I'm messing this up. No, come on. Get rid of that. There you go. And then, shoot. Hold on. Moving this down here. I don't know why I'm trying to squeeze it in. There's going to be more if I move it this way. See? Okay. Because up next, The Simpsons actually went on to a different show. A show called Duckman, whatever. I saw the scene, and it was definitely Homer, not like their own drawing of the character. I mean, maybe they did draw it themselves, but it was definitely Homer. And it was the same voice actor, too. So I'm gonna just take that as basically as official as it's gonna get. There's only one Simpsons show. So it's not like difficult to figure out which one it came from, like with Scooby-Doo. $19.94. I think it was at the end of an episode, and Homer shows up pretending to be a ghost just to steal their donuts. So this one actually goes outward. Actually, get rid of that. Put that up. Yikes. Up there. Connected there. Moving on. Another one that says it's an official cameo is King of the Hill. Like they showed up on The Simpsons, so I'm gonna count it, because why not? King of the Hill. $1997. That is correct. Or at least correct in the terms that that's what it says in my notes. These characters went... Ooh. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see. Can I do this, maybe? I guess good enough there? Sure. And then one more live action series being connected to The Simpsons would be The Prisoner. So Homer goes to a prison and meets a character named Number 6 from this show, and I believe the character was voiced by the same man that played Number 6. So that's pretty official sounding to me, especially since it says it was an official crossover, I think, or official appearance, or whatever they were saying. So, over here, okay, I need to move this over here. This does not need this much room. Neither does Wings, technically. I'm going to move this over here. Prisoner from 1969. No, 7. Move this a bit lower too. Put this over here. Connect it to The Simpsons there. Okay. Come on. Where this thing? That's what I'm looking for. After that, another Simpsons crossover is the crossover with Futurama. This happened on The Simpsons. Futurama gang came from the future to stop, I guess, to try to kill Homer because his DNA was used to make a bunch of mutant bunnies in the future. But then they figured out it was from Bart, and they just undid what Bart did to create the mutant bunnies accidentally, because obviously how would he know that he would cause that much trouble in the future? Then in the few episodes that happened after that, we see Bender's body in the basement because he just needs to sleep the entire time. He turns himself off, basically. He's asleep to the future because he was the time traveling device that sent them to the past. And can only send them to the future. But how? Never mind. I'm not gonna think about the logic of these shows that I don't really follow anymore. There's another one that I'm gonna have to rearrange stuff. I know this is open, but that's because I have other stuff that I need to connect there. Okay. What was I doing? Futurama, right? Yeah. Futurama. 1909. The year I was born. Oops. Take that off of there, actually. Can I connect it to here? I can. A bit lower. I'll keep it like that. Okay, the last show that I'm actually making connection for is The Simpsons to Family Guy. This happened on Family Guy. The Griffins go over to Springfield. And it's a full-blown crossover. That's about it. There's no question that happened. It wasn't some sort of dream sequence or cutaway gag or anything. So, not a couch gag or any of that. So, yeah, that's just, it happened. There's no debating that it was canon or anything. Aside from a cameo that happened within this episode. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Because in this episode, it was said that Bob's appearance from Bob's Burgers in the episode was an official appearance, but it happened in a cutaway gag. It was the same guy that voiced him, but it's a cutaway gag. I'm not counting it because, well, it shows that they have knowledge of him. It could just be the knowledge of his show, like they do with a lot. They had Yosemite Sam on one buying pants as a cutaway gag on Family Guy. That doesn't mean Looney Tunes takes place in the Family Guy universe, you know? So I'm not including that. And then there is this one that I really do want to add to a connection from The Simpsons, because it does add at least one other show that I really want to be connected to this Simpsons couch gag, where they brought in the animators from Rick and Morty to do it. So my reasoning behind why I would include this couch gag as even possible to being canon is because it could have happened on Rick and Morty. There are infinite universes on that show, and one of them, they could coexist with The Simpsons. And that means The Simpsons exist in one of those universes, and The Simpsons that we know can exist in an entirely separate one, in an entirely separate universe. But that would still connect it to the entire multiverse. Ooh, I really want to include Rick and Morty here, but I can't. It's a couch gag. It's not canon unless they have an official crossover, which why would they? There's no bouncing ideas off of each other because he's Rick. Maybe Morty could, but there's no it doesn't count. I want it to, but it doesn't. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you didn't, there's another button for that. If you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell, be notified whenever I upload. If you have any suggestions for shows that I haven't added on yet, if you know something that I don't, that I can make a connection here, leave it in the comments. I'd be grateful for the help. But until next time, hope you have a nice day. Bye.